STS, the program, for a reason, because I had to get rid of that old programming that nearly took my life away. It's real life shit. That's why I'm here today. And yeah, we're back with Lady Crown, and we don't stay down, we stay up, and we don't chat pop. But it's not real talk. It's another midweek catch up. And greetings to you all. What have you got to say to the people down? Lady Crown.
I've got one thing to say to Unus. First of all, I greet you all for the glorious, beautiful day. We're all manifesting, aren't we? We're all creating, we're all co-creators. But one thing we must do, and we're got to do, and the Honourable Bob Marley said it. I think everybody should go out there and get his albums again if they haven't got them, or just get them up on YouTube. Bob said, get up, stand up. Stand up for your rights. Get up, stand up. Don't give up the fight. You hear what I'm saying?
Trust me.
The Honourable Bob Marley. We know how things are at the moment and have been for thousands of years. And because we've been able to go along to get along, and some of us live very comfortable lives and not have to acknowledge all of the hogwash, bullshit and the lies. Because let's face it, we start spitting out and spewing out these lies as soon as we start giving birth to our own sons and daughters. You know, the tooth fairy, the Santa, all of those things we're conditioned to do. When we know better, we have to do better. We can no longer say, oh, well, that's how it is in set. We've always done it like this. Changes are coming. Whether people like it or not, let me tell you something. Change is coming. It's already happening. Everybody's feeling it one way or the other, but we haven't really started to feel it yet. So the change is coming. So how about you meet that change head on and start living the life that you were purposed to live today. Stop with the lies. I know it's difficult because, trust me, when STS was young and I had my two younger foster children with me, Leon and Jamila, they were all roughly around the same age. And, you know, when the Easter and the Christmas and the this and the that and the Halloween, all of those things, you kind of find yourself, you know, what do you call it, Guy Fawkes, bonfire night, everybody, they're at school and all their little compatriots, they're all doing it. So you think to yourself, oh God, how can I not, you know,
let them leave them out.
Exactly. Yeah. You see how the system plays into that guilt. So you say, you know what, oh, let's just do it. But there does come a time, and there has to come a time when we all stand up and say, no, we're not going along with that status quo. We're not going along with that agenda. We're going to concentrate on us and grown as a community, grown as men and women, taking back what rightfully belongs to us. We've recently had Father's Day. Oh, come on. Who profited from that? Oh, took me down, yeah.
The system.
Exactly. We keep on buying into the system because you know what they do? Play on your little heartstrings. But they know that we're caring, loving people. And wherever we can, we want the best for our people, for your sons, your daughters, your mothers, fathers, and we'll do whatever it takes sometimes to get it. But yet again, it's the system that's making you do that. Because the best gift that you can give your mother and father, if they're present here, if they're physically incarnated here and now, is your time.
And love. And energy.
Exactly. That's the best gift that you can give them. And that's something that you could give them every day. Not, you know, this expensive this and the meals and all of those things. Because I'm sure restaurants were kind of like, you know, slapping the chops. Oh, yeah, bloody hell, made some money today, haven't we? All these people coming with the dads. Come on, folks. The time is now. The time is now. You got to say to yourself, you know, listen, people aren't going to like you. Because that's a fact. Oh, no, what, you're not doing that no more? Oh, no, well, so I'm coming round to your house. Come in, let's see us, guys. You know what I mean, when we start.
You have to be a strong man and a strong woman to lead the crowd.
Yeah.
You have to be very strong. You know, we're in a world that is, people love to follow fashion. That's it. People love to follow fashion. But just like you're saying, people won't like you when you don't follow fashion.
No.
Because you're not aligning to their agenda. You know, we're in a world where people want to possess you. Because if they can't possess you, oh, they get furious. They get envious of you. Because now you're not aligning to their perception. Because life's all about perception.
Yeah.
And I was saying to older Mass T the other day, like, people can celebrate negativity and feel good. because it's all perception. You know, you can have a good time getting drunk, but realistically, it's mashing up your health.
Yeah.
But like I like to say, when you take responsibility for your life, everything changes, and you start to see the shadows of life, and you start to see people for who they are. And now you can navigate your vessel through this matrix much better without getting captured by the energy vampires, the Decepticons,
the pirates, because there's enough of them out there.
The people that are, they're so willing to lead you down that dark path.
Yeah.
Oh, trust me, because it's in the headset first. You know, the big awakening is about the mind and consciousness. You know, the CIA done studies on psychics, and the psychics came back to them and said, you know what, you can't stop this. The awakening is going to occur because it's written. So just realize that it's key for you to tap into your consciousness. It's key for you to look after not only yourself, your loved ones, man, because we're in a world where the ego is playing a big role in a lot of people's lives, and it's causing a lot of destruction, a lot of separation, when really and truly we're all interconnected. If we come together on the love frequency, we can change the whole planet, because we're all energy. You know, we've seen it on our journey, and obviously your journey. You know, you being a foster carer for 35 plus years, your energy has changed a lot of young people's lives.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of young people's lives, and you know, our energy has a big impact on people. So it's key for us to work on it, you know, and realize that we have got the power, but we have to make a great sacrifice. And key thing, I'm going to leave it on this to bring Lady Crown back in. This is so key, yeah. Because you mentioned it, most of the people that dislike you, guess what? They actually dislike themselves. So remember this: how can they like you if they don't like themselves? Think about that, because everything's from within. And when I really started to work on the inner, I realized, rotted, bomber clot. No, it's not a joke out here. You got to realize it's not a joke. I had to get out. You trust me, I had to get out of me, because it's real life, fam. I feel this, fam. Like, it's not a joke. When you work on the inner, you'll realize, yo, fam, you got to love yourself, baby. Trust me, because that's what it really comes down to. Because when you connect with others on the love frequency, and they're vibrating on the similar frequency, shouts to Queen Michelle out there, shouts to Lady Seven out there, you'll realize that it's subconscious.
Anti-Divine, don't forget your Jackie Divine.
Oh, sorry, Jackie Divine. Anti-Jackie Divine. Yeah, Anti-Jackie Divine. Those three ladies are so consistent with their energy. Their energy is electric. You know what I mean? And yeah, man, trust me, we really need to realize that the subconscious programming is controlling our reality. I'll just leave it on that, because trust me, don't worry about people judging you, because trust me, the same people that are judging you, more time, they're hiding themselves. Trust me, from reality. So just keep on doing your thing and standing in your power.
Absolutely. That's it. Yeah, it can be lonely, and your sons and daughters might not like you for a little while, you know, because they're not able to do the things that you've got them used to doing. That, and that's the thing about it. See, once you start it, it's very difficult to go, oh shit, and do a 360. It's very difficult. But sometimes you just got to do it. You got a wound, yeah? Oh God, it's really, it's bleeding, it's aching. You know what? You're going to make it even worse by dashing what? Some salt, man. Dash salt tonight. It'll make you piss up yourself. But guess what? That wound will heal expeditiously. You get what I'm saying? Because that's what it is. It's going to be painful. But the pain is just like the childbirth, giving birth to your sons and daughters. Guess what? It ain't no picnic. But guess what? When you look at that little face, little fingers and toes, oh come on, you forget all about the pain. You get what I'm saying? So that's what we've got to do, and we need to really start doing it now. Get your most precious property, possession, because that's what they are. They're not your children, they're not your kids, they're not, you know what I mean, they're your sons and daughters. Get them and hold them close to you, because let me tell you, the Grand Reaper has always been out there and continues to stay out there, just trying to entice your children, entice them into changing their gender, identifying as a puss, a cat, a dog. I mean, a puss. You imagine, I identify as a puss. You've got now in some states in America where you can literally just get up and say, that's it, I'm a female. My name's used to be John, but now it's Jane. And fling on one frock and go in at the ladies' toilets. Guess what's happening? Oh, no, surely there's no sexual assaults going off and over. Yeah, absolutely. And in some states, I think they're allowing them to change it to the point where they can actually alter the birth certificate. And so any crimes or misdemeanors that was committed in the male gender gets wiped out. Can you imagine that? Imagine that. Those crimes that that man committed no longer exist, yeah, because he's now transitioned into a female. I mean, that's literally about just getting up one day and saying, I'm Jane today. Listen, the collapse of a civilization, the collapse of a society is when all of these madnesses start to ensue. And if it's not this, it's that. You know, Andrew Bridgen standing up in Parliament, reading the bill, trying to block the sexualisation of your boys and girls, you know, those that belong to you, because you keep sending them into those institutions, those education camps, trying to block a bill that to stop the sexualisation of boys and girls in school, teaching them all kind of sitting that you wouldn't even have that conversation with them about at the age of 10 and 12 or 4 and 5. And I think it was 35 for the yes and 42 for the no. So, no, it's going to go ahead. It's a collapse of society. Societal collapse. It's happening all around us. And when that starts to happen, and it's been happening for some time, now it's started to accelerate, it's speeding up. It's really time, if it was ever a time for you to pay attention to what's happening, now is the time. Because I'm telling you now, if you don't make sure that your vessel is leak proof, that you've done everything that you need to do to weather the storms, you know what I mean? Calm water, then you've got, you know, white noise and all kind of sinting that throw you all over the place. If your vessel is sturdy and strong and has what it needs, it will hold together. Yeah, it'll be a little bit battered and bruised, but guess what? It'll still be in one piece. But if you don't do that, a world of pain is what's waiting for you. I talked about the death pledges, the mortgages that people are coming out of their fixed term deals that they had with the banks. Listen, they don't care about nobody. They're talking about, oh, you know, if you can't afford to pay it, then they can leave you in the property for another year, or you can go and renegotiate, just do interest only with the bank. If you go interest only, that means you never pay a single penny, dime, quatty, jill off the principal loan.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
You don't pay anything off the principal loan. And we all know where the loan came from in the first place. So, listen, they are not your friends, they're your enemy. And they always have been. They know that the power is moving, that everything is transitioning, that it's all going to go decentralized and every man and woman will be responsible for themselves. But as long as they can capture the minds and the hearts of those who still want to go along for their 4th or 5th freaking shot, guess what they'll do? They'll capture those minds. They'll capture those hearts. It's sad. It really, it doesn't make me feel happy when I see people still going along to get along, and those who know something's wrong still not using that mouth, got the finger over the lips like that. Shh, no say nothing, no say nothing. Even when they know something's wrong, they can feel it in themselves, they can see it in themselves, they can taste it, smell it, touch it, but they still remain silent. Now that for me, I'm like, how could you do that? How could you do that? These are our innocent boys and girls, our sons and daughters. That movie again, coming out 4th of July, Sound of Freedom. Yeah, everybody, I don't know where it's going to be on, or whether, you know, they're trying to block it from the big theatres, obviously, because they don't want people to know about it. But this will, I think, will be the straw that really breaks the camel's back in terms of the information coming out about what's been happening for thousands of years and continues to happen today to our most precious possessions, our sons and daughters. It's going to make your stomach turn. But sometimes people have to be faced with that before they go, oh my God, oh, you know. And then they are inspired to do something. Because unfortunately, until something is right in somebody's face, you know what? You can be a distance away and think, oh shit, I can smell something. Oh, smells like shit. And other people, oh, I can't smell out. They're walk right in it. They walk right now the DD. Do you know what I'm saying? Because they just don't pick it. They're not picking it up because their mind's elsewhere. They're not centered. Do you get what I'm saying? They're matrixed off And no matter how much it's looking them right in the face, they still sort to look round corners, underneath, whatever, to get away from what's in front, because they don't want to acknowledge it. And I think that movie will bring up a lot of pain for millions of people. I'm sure it will, because what it will do is make them think back to times when they had, occasions where things weren't quite right for them also, in terms of whoever their caregiver was, what happened to them that they never spoke about. It will open up a lot of wounds. But, if it does, seek solace, confide in somebody, speak about it, get it out, because it's far better to have those things released from you more than you carry it to the grave. Because a lot of people, a lot of men and women, boys and girls who were interfered with at a very early age, block it, put it at the back of their mind, it never happened, and I'm going to continue to live my life. We've seen lots of, footballers come out and talk about, things that happened to them.
Patrice Evra.
Yes.
Yeah, he spoke about getting molested, and because he put on that macho man type attitude and never spoke about it until later on in his life, after his football career, never spoke about it. And he even was crying on the podcast. Trust me, especially as men, we hold a lot of things that happen to us, the traumas and that. And until we be present with the traumas, we can't heal it, because it's going to just be stored information. And then it manifests in different ways, in certain addictions to certain things that don't serve us.
There you go.
And also a destructive lifestyle.
Yes.
So we need to speak about it more, because until we communicate about it, how can we sort it out?
You can't.
It's impossible.
You have to. There has to be a cleansing. This will inspire. This will inspire people to cleanse, literally sweep it all out, get it all out there, because it's far better you do that than you carry on walking around with it. Because this movie will make you do that, because it's all factually based. It's not like, let's just write a script. No, whatever you're going to see in that movie, and I do suggest everybody watch it and let you peep them out there, know about it, because when you see what's happening, or in your, because you obviously got to have it in a format where you can actually go, is this really what's been taking place? You'll be inspired to do something. And everything to do with the man with the island, and Ghislaine, whatever her name is, Ghislaine Maxwell. She went to court, whatever, she got sentenced, but did the names really come out? Well, there's a great big list of all the names. I've seen that, thousands of names, trust me. But if you're not looking for stuff like that, you're not going to find it. Well, it's going to be presented to you. You're going to see the list of the names of those people that went there. And if you went to that island, I dare say you might have been involved in what was taking place there. Do you get what I'm saying? And that's your politicians, that's your so-called royal families, that's your sports personalities, that's your musicians, that's your doctors, you know what I mean, that's your police, you know what I'm saying? Top down. You'll know, because we need to know. And in order to cleanse all of that and just rid the planet from all of those wicked things that they've been doing for centuries with young children, with boys and girls, we have to stand up and say no and call it out for what it is. And those perpetrators of those heinous crimes have to be purged. There's nothing else for them, because you have got to be satanic and really evil to do those things that you would do to the pure innocence of a baby boy or baby girl. There's I think there was talking about the death of John Money, some psychologist who experimented on children, and there was twin boys that were born, and they mutilated them, as they like to do. I think they call it circumcision, which is a mutilation. The creator didn't mean for a baby boy to be born with a foreskin. The baby boy wouldn't have one. So why these people think they can come along and just, take the tip literally. But obviously they did the circumcision and it went horribly wrong, didn't it? Yeah, they amputated his penis. So they contacted John Mooney. Oh yeah, we'll just transition him into a girl. So some rudimentary surgery, because we're talking back in 1965. Messed up the little picnic. Put him in dresses and all sorts of stuff like that. But he was a boy. He didn't want to play with dolls. He didn't want to wear dresses. And it wasn't until he was 15 that his parents actually told him what happened. And right there and then he transitioned back into his gender that he was born. A boy, and called himself David. But there are some really sick individuals out there that do things that go against the very nature of creation, and those are the people that they've been applauded and given titles and all the rest of it. So you actually look up to them and think, oh, that must have been a really good doctor, must have been a really good surgeon. No, they're not. They're controlled by the powers that be, which is all of those people that control those central banks, which in turn control your life if you continue to let them do that. Come back and you'll tell wrap up.
Yeah, keep on loving yourself and taking action, you know, because it will give you satisfaction, baby. You know what I mean? You know, this world's full of mind games, baby. Just make sure you're playing your role, you know what I mean, in your life, because that's what really matters, because you're going to have a lot of distractions coming for you.
Oh, gosh.
Trust me, but keep on tapping into the laws of attraction and maneuvering all that crap from you, because it doesn't resonate, you know what I mean? Yeah. The divine resonates with us and you as well that's tapped into this video, because you're tapped into this video for a reason. Everything's for a reason. And I hope to God this message really resonates with you and makes you realize that there's so much for you to be aware of. Like let's say that man just did, me I'm aware, it's a blessing that our third eye's clear. And yeah, let's end it on this. It's a flip, no rehearsal, no script, no acting going on. And yeah, keep working on your mind, body and soul in order to achieve your goals, because we're there with you.
Spiritually.
You don't know, bro and sis. Stay bliss. STS, I'm Lady Crown, over and out. Peace and blessings.
Peace, my people. Have a strong day.
And a strong week.